Welcome to Coffee with Carey, ladies. I did an episode for the guys. I don't know which goes up first this week, but one for the fellas, one for my gals. And today we're going to talk about signs. Oh, you probably saw the title. I don't know what it is, but we're going to talk about 10 signs that he's falling for you. I do have a disclaimer. It's certainly best if you use your senses. Watch for his actions because, actions speak louder than words. But I thought it could be helpful to know some basic things that guys do when they are falling for you and some signs so that you'll know that perhaps this isn't going the way you wanted or it is. If that's at all interesting or intriguing, I hope you'll stick around because that is what's on the agenda. So sure, you want to know if you should invest your heart, invest your time in continuing to date this person. So we've got some things we can look at to try to figure that out. Number one is that he wants you to be and tries to make you happy. Your smile brings him glee. In fact, that just made me remember that my ex's ringtone was him playing guitar and singing the song Love to See You Smile. So he was telling me that right away that he cared for me, and I think that would be a great sign for you as well. Number two, he cares about your past, and I'm not talking about your past sexual history or that you should ever disclose your number, but he's interested in how you got to be who you are, where you came from, which leads me to number three. He has a sincere interest in your family, maybe even wants to meet your family. If he's asking questions about your growing up years or high school, college experiences, how you got to be the person you are today, those are great signs that he's falling for you because he's invested in knowing your history, where you come from, and what made you so fantastic now. Number four, you will hear from him. You are on his mind and he's going to make an effort to communicate with you because just hearing your voice or seeing you gives him some dopamine. He wants that dopamine hit. You're the source. So he's going to make sure to spend time with you, to reach out to you because you're not a thought somewhere buried behind a million other things. You're constantly popping to the forefront of his mind. He's thinking about you. And because of that, you get the feeling that you are a priority. And that's a great sign. Number five, he wants to protect you. Your safety is important to him. Even things like guiding you through crowds or standing like a gentleman does walking down a sidewalk with the man on the outside. He's aware of those things. He wants to take that role of protector. I mean, honestly, look at those Marvel movies. Who do you think is sitting in the audience? Men, young men, older men, and the women that love them, who they've convinced to go to these movies with them. There's a whole vibe around that as men, as protectors. It's a very masculine trait. They want to be able to do that for you if they care about you. Take care of you, protect you, and make sure that you're safe. Number six, it's not all about sex. There's a romantic and caring element to the relationship. There's genuine concern and interest for you that isn't all leading towards a bedroom. And you'll know that when you feel it, and that's a great sign that a man has feelings for you and is falling in love with you. Sex becomes not important, but it's not the primary goal. Sometimes it's secondary to just being with you and spending time with you, kissing you. So when that starts to happen, that's another great sign guys falling for you. Number seven is that he values your opinion. If you start seeing signs that he is looking for your input on things that are important to him, these are the beginning basic signs that he respects you and admires you and wants your opinion on things that are important to him. So if he's reaching out to you and including you in decisions to be made or your feedback on things that have happened or thoughts that he's had or situations he finds himself in, also a great sign. Number eight, he wants to go steady. He's pinned you in the old days. But he does want to make a commitment. He has brought up being exclusive or monogamous, doesn't want to see other people anymore, deleting his apps, asking you to delete yours. having an actual conversation about exclusivity is a sign things are definitely moving in the right direction, and men usually don't do that unless they're falling in love with a woman. In my opinion, it's often the guys that want to get serious more quickly. I know there are stereotypes of women trying to, ball and chain a guy, trying to tie him down. But in my experience, it's always the guys who get serious much more quickly and want to make that commitment to a woman. If they're a man who is looking for a relationship to begin with, I would say, not somebody who's casually dating and has no intentions of partnering or being exclusive with somebody. But guys want to be exclusive if they are looking for a relationship and they're having very strong feelings for you. Number 9 is that you make him feel confident, and therefore he begins to rely on you emotionally, and you can see that or notice that leaning on you and the coming to you when he needs a boost of confidence. Men want to have the admiration of a woman they love. So if you're giving that to him and he's vibing off that feeling from you, it will be very obvious that he's coming back for more of that, that he's checking in with you, that if he's struggling with something, also along with that respect and admiration, he trusts you. If you're doing that, it's likely he is falling in love with you. And then number 10, but I do have a bonus. Number 10 is that you are in love with him. It's very rare that a person has feelings of love that is usually mutual and the other person is totally not on that same page. If you've been together for a while, if this is date 2, we're not talking about the same thing here, but if you've been seeing this person for a while and you're falling in love with them, they're continuing to meet your needs, they're continuing to show some of these other signs, they're continuing to want to spend time with you. Who continues to date somebody and give of their time and their selves and their energy to someone they're not feeling strongly about? So that is most likely leading to love. And then the bonus, of course, is if they tell you, along with some of these other ones mixed in, because actions speak louder than words. It's easy to say, I love you. People say, I love you in the throes of passion all the time after meeting somebody an hour ago. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking some of these other things are in place. You're noticing some of these emotional connections you're making, but also on top of it, they've said, I love you. Bingo, right? So those are some ways that you can tell if a man is falling for you, if he already feels love for you, or you're on your way to a stronger, loving relationship with them. And I hope you found that interesting or helpful. If you did, my mother is suggesting a thumbs up, and I'm not going to say no. Also, if you do me the honor of hitting the subscribe button, I'd really appreciate that. I'll look forward to seeing you back here again soon. And until next time, have a good one.